Tina Fey's Bossypants isn't just funny, it rewrites the celebrity memoir playbook. Let me show you why. Comedy with purpose. The jokes have muscle. Fey fires rapid anecdotes from childhood talent shows to Saturday Night Live. Every gag reveals grit beneath the gloss. She spotlights gender politics without heavy speeches. Instead, she drops wry asides that sting. The reader laughs, then thinks about workplace absurdities. That blend keeps pages flipping. You finish chapters smarter, not simply entertained. Humor becomes a Trojan horse for critique. The method remains sharp a decade later. She breaks punchlines with sudden sincerity that surprises. Those pauses give weight to each laugh. The voice sounds like a trusted friend over coffee. That intimacy strengthens her persuasive power. You exit the pages wanting to tell others. Strategy meets silliness in perfect ratio. Few comedians nail that balance this consistently. The book proves comedy can advance discussion, not dodge it. She opens doors for future humorists to speak boldly. That legacy matters. Office veterans will nod, remembering their own absurd meetings. That relatability keeps the chapters spinning in your head. Behind-the-scenes storytelling. The backstage tales sparkle. We ride elevators at 30 Rock with Faye, barely breathing from excitement. She remembers first pitches, flops, and breakaway sketches. Detail anchors every memory. You smell burnt stage makeup and old pizza. Faye reveals pay disparities discussed in secret hallways. That candor adds stakes. Plenty of memoirs name drop. She contextually explains each cameo. Lorne Michaels becomes mentor and puzzle piece, not simple idol. Guest hosts show vulnerabilities she respects. The chapter about Palin parody crackles with suspense. We witness script rewrites hours before live broadcast. These moments demystify comedy production. Yet magic remains because speed thrills readers. She balances humility and triumph. When she bombs, she admits it without spin. That honesty deepens trust line by line. The timeline pacing feels like an SNL cold open, brisk, surprising. You finish the section craving more unseen corridors. Her recounting of 30 Rock writers' room chaos bounces with caffeinated energy. Inside jokes become creative case studies for aspiring screenwriters. She shows drafts, failures, then polished punchlines. The process feels reachable, not guarded behind studio security. Her insomnia-fueled monologue about rehearsal budgets brings belly laughs. You grasp that comedy jobs require spreadsheets and sleepless grit. Feminist reflections. The feminism hits hard. Faye addresses beauty standards with scalpel wit. She dissects fashion magazines, aging panic, and Photoshop illusions. The approach stays humorous, never preachy. Each punchline exposes hidden misogyny. You can quote these pages during board meetings. Her essay, A Prayer for a Daughter, mixes tenderness and resolve. She pleads for a world judging girls beyond appearance. That plea lands because jokes softened defenses. Faye also calls out self-sabotage among women. She confesses her own imposter syndrome, inviting solidarity. Stories of male-dominated writers' rooms feel timely still. She sprinkles statistics between laughs, grounding arguments. Readers learn while chuckling, an effective pedagogic trick. Humor disarms resistance more than lecture ever could. Faye acknowledges progress. She demands more. The tone stays constructive, not despairing. She celebrates female mentors like Lorne's assistant, Marcy. Amplifying such side characters underscores systemic support value. You leave empowered, armed with jokes for sexist banter. Another victory. Fathers reading gain perspective without defensiveness. The feminist core gives the memoir permanence beyond celebrity gossip. She dismantles the media diet that feeds insecurity daily. Readers might tape those paragraphs to teenage mirrors worldwide. The impact lingers past closing covers. Should you read it? Here is the verdict. Bossypants rewards both comedy fans and leadership geeks. If you seek dramatic arcs, you might crave tighter chronology. The essays jump time like sketch transitions. Still, the spontaneity mirrors Fey's voice. Audiobook listeners get extra joy. Fey narrates with perfect timing. Skip the Kindle footnotes. Some jokes rely on audio cadence. Reread value remains high because wisdom hides between laughs. Managers can mine leadership tips about collaboration and feedback. Writers will treasure craft insights on rewriting and resilience. College students receive sisterly advice for entering hostile industries. Even skeptics of memoirs might stay engaged by brisk pacing. For me, the only misstep is occasional name-heavy tangents. They pass quickly, rescued by self-deprecation. The hardcover design with youthful glam photo contrasts nicely with content. It signals subversion before page 1. Overall, the memoir earns a permanent shelf spot. Laughs coexist with substantive reflection, a rare combination. Buy it, borrow it, but definitely read it. You will thank Tina Fey for leading the charge. Gift it to young creatives craving proof unconventional paths pay. Their gratitude will echo each time they quote Fey's lines. Read the full deep dive article for extra quotes, stats, and leadership exercises inspired by Fey.